Hello, hello. So today I have a workout for you of compound exercises. So it's a full body workout and it's one that can be done pretty efficiently because you're really doing multiple exercises at one time. So let's go ahead and get started. The first exercise we're going to do is a squat to a bicep curl to an overhead press. So clearly your overhead press is going to be a little bit lighter. So with this particular exercise, the weight is going to be lighter than what you would necessarily do for, say, a squat, just because the shoulders are so much smaller and we don't want to do too much crazy heavy weight overhead. So you want to go with sort of a moderate weight. Right, so here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna start with that squat. So it's just a traditional dumbbell squat where you sit back and down. You can turn, bicep curl, and then turn again as you press overhead. Bring it back down and then reset. That's one rep. So up, curl, press, lower, and lower. So that's the squat, curl and press, just making sure you have a nice strong base here and here, so when you're pressing overhead, you're not creating a big arch or extension in the back. Everything is staying nice and straight. Exercise number 2 is going to be that pullover into a skull crusher. So I'm going to recommend one heavy weight for this exercise. You're going to lay on the floor or on a bench, finding that neutral spine. Hold the weight end to end. Draw everything into the bench, and then right overhead with straight arms, up, and then bring it down to the top of the forehead, or maybe just over the head a little bit, depending on how long your arms are is really going to dictate. But with that skull crusher, see that the upper arm stays nice and sturdy. All right, that is the pullover with the skull crusher. Next, we're going to go back to the lower body, or all lower body, I should say. And we're going to do a reverse lunge into a single leg deadlift. So this one's going to take a good amount of focus and attention to mind and body. So reverse lunge, you step back and down, then you're going to kind of float up into that single leg deadlift. Float back and down and up. So you'll see that I'm not stepping back into the center, I'm simply coming down with that leg beyond the hip. Back is going to stay straight as you do that deadlift. Okay, so again from the side now, as I switch to the other leg, step back, drop down. Lots of posterior chain work with this exercise. Down, and good balance work. All right, from there you've got a couple options of mixing up a chest press with a chest fly, or just adding a little twisting move into the chest press. So you can stay heavy with this one for that big muscle group. So your options are chest press, come up, turn it, and then do a chest fly. Elbows stay above the bench on both exercises. You can also just do a close press and avoid any rotation of the weights, and then into a fly. So then you're getting some small muscle work through the arms and shoulders, along with that big muscle work of the chest. The other option is just press and turn in. Press, turn in, squeezing the chest at the top regardless of the variation of exercise. Right? And then our last one, slide the bench back a little bit. Our last one, going back to the lower body, is the curtsy lunge into a side lunge. So you're going to step back, drop down, out to the center, and back. So notice that the hips stay pretty square here. And you can alternate or do everything on one side. It's really up to you. You can kind of switch it up as you go if you want. The key is that with that curtsy lunge, you're not crossing so much that you're rotating the body and opening the hip. All right, so you can use all of those exercises for one workout. You can break them up into mini workouts if you want. It really depends on what you want to do with your workout at any given time. Enjoy!